Investigators with DNR releasing their report of the incident, the altercation at Lake Monroe on July 4th.
Monroe County prosecutors are now reviewing dramatically different eyewitness accounts. Wish TV's Dan Klein joins us with a look at these conflicting stories. Dan?
Yeah, the report is 68 pages long and it lays out 6 possible criminal charges, including 2 counts of battery and 1 count of criminal trespass against Vox Booker, the man who says it was the other group who tried to lynch him. From almost the beginning, it's a story which has had 2 very distinct sides.
Stop, let him go.
Vox Booker, the man being held up against this tree by Sean Purdy, saying he was attacked. One witness tells investigators they had murder in their eyes and heard the N-word several times. They say Booker had calmly approached the Purdy group to try to talk about intimidating comments shouted at Booker's friends earlier in the day. But Purdy's group says otherwise. They say Booker knew he was on private property, claimed he was a county commissioner, and put his finger in the face of Caroline McCord, Purdy's girlfriend and daughter of the property owner, threatening to make her life miserable and fine her. They say Purdy pushed Booker, who then punched Purdy in the face 3 times, knocking him to the ground, leading to a tussle and Booker being held against the tree. As the groups were separating, Purdy's friends say Booker's group tried to bait them into shouting racially charged remarks. Investigators collected and watched several videos connected to the incident. The DNR report says the adults in the Purdy group were clearly intoxicated and that Purdy's hat, which had a Confederate flag on it, made Booker and others uncomfortable. Meanwhile, it states Booker continued to argue with DNR that it was not private property and told one officer he knew the officer was not used to a black man in power. DNR officers say they reached out to the prosecutor for advice on arrest that day, but because there was so much conflicting information and no visible significant injury, they decided not to do so. Vox Booker and his attorney released a statement calling the release of the DNR report a prejudicial move. They say Vox Booker is the victim. Even suggesting that a victim of a hate crime is a suspect is inexcusable, immoral, and more evidence that racism is systemic. Vox Booker has not committed any crimes and is a free man. After reading Booker's statement, the attorneys representing Sean Purdy and Caroline McCord told me they are willing to do an interview tomorrow, but said at first blush, however, the report sure seems to better support our client's version of July 4th events than it does Mr. Booker's. The Monroe County prosecutor got the DNR report yesterday and is reviewing charges. The only recommended felony charge is against Sean Purdy for criminal confinement. Reporting in the newsroom, Dan Klein, Wish TV, wishtv.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook.
Dan, thank you very much. Local clergy and community leaders say they want